All right, guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. Buckle in, guys. So now we're officially in 11th anniversary season. We of course had the major reveal today. And then now I'm not really too sure why they didn't show us the details earlier. I mentioned this earlier in videos earlier that I'm not sure why they didn't give us the details for this LR, because there's a data download tonight and this LR is just going to be in the data download tonight. So I'm not really too sure why they didn't. Yeah, okay, but goodbye Windows 11. I'm not really too sure why they didn't show this in the video itself, but I mean, here they are right here, so whatever. Oh, I forgot to make the images high quality. Hold on. All right, so let's jump in. Now, it's forgotten about now, but 2 years ago, insane that this was 2 years ago, LR STR Goku got a countdown EZ8, and he was obscenely broken. Like, absolutely crazy. Now, quickly, like, power creep exploded, and he was kind of forgotten about, and then people were like, oh yeah, he always sucked. But when he first dropped, he was nuts. I would say there's a very good chance that this LR is crazy. So let's go ahead and buckle in. I did an LR tier list last night, by the way. A lot of people were upset. I could definitely get it. Here, let me show this. So this is the LR tier list I did last night, right? I think the back end, Gohan, Goten, and Trunks, the Super Saiyan 4s, Orange, Piccolo, the Gods, that's a grouping right there. I think this is a grouping right here. Goma, Blues, and Future Gohan. Now, people can be mad all they want. This 5-character grouping right here, bro, there's a lot of points you can make for any of these guys. Again, I view these LRs right now in groups of 3. This group of 3, this group of 3, and then these 2 plus Orange, Piccolo, and the Gods. That's how I view it. So I'm curious where this Goku will come out on the end of things. I'd love if he's in here, but I mean, we'll see what this is going to look like. So, all right, let's jump in. Oh, wait, quickly. Actually, let me just get a quick glance at this, and then we will go on. I just want to take a look right here what it's looking like with the boys. 220%. What are we working with here? So we have the 10th anniversary fusions. Oh, there is Gamma 2, huh? Daima Goku, Gamma 2. Because it's, what, Battle of Wits? That's why he's on that? He is on Accelerated Battle. So it's either the Gamma 2 team or Daima Goku. These are kind of the 2 setups we'd be running him on. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's take a look here. So, Leader Skill, Battle of Wits, Category Key 4, and 200% stats. Okay. So they just gave him an extra key on his leader skill. All right, makes sense. Let's jump in. 5 key, 250% attack and defense. So he's bumped up 100% stats. Super class allies, 2 key, 50% attack and defense. So he was given the attack support, which is good. He gets 50% crit and damage reduction. We like that. Additional with a 50% chance to be a super. Looks good. And then he will turn other type key spheres to STR. Physical, tech, AGL, int. He will change them to STR. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Some warp changing is nice. I mean, I think of the Gammas, right? Although this guy could help Gamma 1 create more bombs, but the orb changing is good to counteract bombs. Bombs are really tricky to deal with. So moving forward, certainly, like if we notice a character has type orb changing like this, it could allow them to be a good character in utilization against bosses with bombs, right? He does have 50% damage reduction. No guard, though, which is a concern, because guard is very important when it comes to, like, Cell Max's AoE super, for example. Okay. For his first turn, he gets 10% damage reduction, and then his first 3 turns, he gets 10% damage reduction. So he's at 70%. For every attack received, they did not change that, huh? Yeah, so I really, it would have been nice to just for every attack received or dodged. I mean, characters get this. I know, I'm well aware that his active skill condition will require him to get hit regardless. But, I mean, they could... Dude, it's some of these... You guys know. Some of these nasty bosses, man. I just... Like, you know, you gotta be able to to gamble on some dodge to really, 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 really kick shit up. So base Vegeta and Trunks just attack received. They added dodge to that. They don't do this enough, man. There's no reason in the world not to give them this. It's foolish. Very foolish not to do. So for every attack received, 2 key up to 5, 30% attack needs up to 150%. After he gets hit 7 times, he gets a Scouter. That's dropped, right? From 10 to 7. That's good. That's good. Scouter, of course, is strong, right? When receiving an attack with 20 or more key, 10% damage reduction, and if he's first attacker in the turn, another 10% damage reduction. She's at 90? 90 turn 1. Then on his second turn, he's at 80% damage reduction. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I still... this is where it's just like... I mean, if we're going to go in here, and I don't like to... You know, again, everyone, feel free. Use items, use support memories. Like, don't hold yourself to my standards. I like to use characters and test characters out without kind of like the, you know, the extra crutch of items kind of like taking away characters' weakness, stuff like that. It's just how I play, right? 90% damage reduction is good. And he's at 80. And then after that, he'd be at 70 in slot 1. 70% damage reduction afterwards. But, I mean, at that point, we would just be floating him. Once he's got his full build-up. I mean, he certainly looks good. I mean, we go into Bio Broly, turn 1, he could sit in front of Bio Broly Super. This guy, well, actually, this guy probably, he could probably tank Bio Broly Super the first 2 turns, huh? Because he's STR. You know, we could give him type defense boost, give him defensive equips, give him dodge build, and this guy could really cook up in front of Bio Broly's Super. That matters, right? I think he could be effective in the Gamma's fight. The orb changing in the last phase seems pretty helpful to me. Obviously he's supporting as well. And then Cell Max. I would need to see how much damage he's taken from Cell Max, but it seems to me like he'd be looking pretty good, I think, right, against Cell Max, because 90% damage reduction. He's not guarding, though, but, I mean, it's not going to be, like, a kill shot. I mean, I look at this guy, and I just think full dodge build. Full, like, what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to go full raw defense first, then dodge build second. Like, I'm sorry, but, like, that's... The way these fights are structured, that's absolutely what we're doing. And then finally, he gets... Oh, we do have to be at 20 key or more, by the way, to get this. And wait a minute. No, this 10% damage reduction when receiving an attack with 20 or more key. So this could trigger for us in slot 2 or 3, like, you know, on turn, like, 7 or something like that. So on, like, turn 7, he'll probably easily be able to get to 20 key. And he'll be able to get that extra damage reduction. But think about the Cell Max fight where the cocksucker is lowering our key, so Goku probably isn't actually easily going to be able to get 20 key against Cell Max. I mean, this guy should be very good against Bio Broly. Cell Max could be iffy, though, because of the key debuff. Now that I'm thinking about it, that would be very brutal to deal with. Okay. Gammas, I do like the potential orb changing, although you're going to set up Gamma 1 with more STR bombs. Keep that in mind. Then when activating the active or attacking with 24 key, 150% attack and a guaranteed additional super. Okay, so he's got a couple additionals built in here. Yeah. Let's just quickly look at the active. Let's just relook at it. So 5th turn start of the battle after they're hit 10 times. So it's got to be turn 5 or beyond, and then they've been hit 10 times. I mean... It feels like maybe he could have gotten a little bit more damage here on this active. Because, I mean, think of Beast, right? Like, he gets his 300% when activating the active skill right there. So, okay. So we got this. Yep, when receiving an attack, the 10% damage reduction, another 10% damage reduction. Okay, we got to look at these super attack effects. Let's see. The 18 key, 100% attack, and 30% defense for 1 turn. Damn, super class allies. The support is nice, but it's only for 1 turn. 2 turns would be really nice. That would allow him to get a nice little bit of extra damage. Like, you know, imagine he's on, you know, turn 3. He supers, gives this attack buff to the characters on turn 4, and it buffs their active skill damage or something, right? And then, oh, wait. For 5 turns? Huh. Oh, that changes things a little bit, actually, because, oh, interesting. Because, like, look at it. So, okay, we'll do our 18 key. Then he has an additional. So, there's a 50% chance we're going to get, it's probably going to be 30% attack and defense for 5 turns is what it is. So, I have a 50% chance to get that. If we're at 24 key, we'll get a guaranteed additional super, which is giving him 30% attack and defense for 5 turns. Seems good. Seems good. At a glance, I feel like he might kind of just be thrown into this pile of characters. It's a little tricky with some of these fights, right? Cellmax AoE with Bio Broly's damage for some of these characters. It's tricky, but my gut tells me he's kind of like somewhere in this range. Yeah, this defense could be very good though, because what is Blue Goku getting exactly? I always forget the percentage. Is it 50? 60. This shit is so powerful. It's so strong. And this Goku is rocking 50. Like, that's still pretty good. And, I mean, against Bio Broly, unless we dodge it, we're going to get stunned. But he can tank the super, I think. For sure, turn 1, maybe turn 2. Huh. Seems good. Not like... I was, like, mentally prepared potentially for a little bit more. It is an LR EZA, though, with, like, a lot of extra, like, stats and stuff in here, so 5 key start a turn. They always had that, 5 key start a turn, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll see how effective they're going to be. Again, we could run them. We got the Gamma 2 team and the Daima Goku team are the 2 major ones. I mean, I guess we could run this Super Saiyan Goku. If we're going to run a Tech Vegito setup against the Gammas, Tech Vegito is very strong against the Gamma fight. So we could run this Goku in that run. A lot of these other teams, I don't really think are going to be too effective. Hit and Tao and shit, not really. Kid Goku, no. I mean, Yamcha, sure. Yamcha. Low-key Yamcha. So, alright guys, let me know what you think. The first Carnival LR EZA. I feel like I'm ending this maybe a little underwhelmed, but maybe I'm wrong and underselling them a little bit, and the character will be a little bit more explosive than I'm thinking. I do just wish... I mean, just the way these fights are, man, like, these characters who could really handle stuff, I mean, it's like, you know, like, think about the characters like Ki Blast Nullification for Cellmax, right? Think about a character like Gogeta for, like, Bio Broly, where he's gonna have 100% dodge. Future Gohan is guarding with 90% damage reduction. This guy is dodging. Goma has the turn 2 giant form. Like, these types of things are what's really gonna help sort of in, like, this type of meta. This guy, he seems good, but I'm not really seeing him like, oh my god. But I could be wrong. Especially with LR EZAs. I feel LR EZAs to me but are a little bit tougher to anticipate. Golden Warriors, Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warriors, Kamehameha, prepare for battle, fierce battle, legendary power. Let me just look at this too. Wow, there's the blues right there. Okay, that's good. There's Gohan, Goten, and Trunks. Remember, this character's a month away from being the best unit in the game. Better than any unit in the game right now. Keep that in mind. There's Tech Vegito as well right there. Okay. So, I mean, nice, solid Super Saiyan Link set. So, all right, let me know what you guys think. Carnival, EZA Super Saiyan Goku. I imagine this guy will be coming out tonight or tomorrow. I could see this guy coming tonight, by the way. This guy might be out tonight, so be ready. Be ready.